Hey, Bobby, play that one about falling down the stairs.
Sure thing, Johnny.
I love it.
So beautiful out here.
Yeah, it's just me, you, and the moon.
Hey, you two should kiss.
Sir, you appear to have a very severe case of baby voice.
Hello, Mine Turtle.
Hey man, you wanna play some video games?
No way, dude, you always beat me.
Tell no one!
Oh, okay.
Oh man, you ever gonna run out of muffins?
No, because I work at the muffin factory.
I wonder if my pony can fly. Huh.
And now, ducks.
I was just about to say that.
Are you serious?
Totally.
Oh, that's spooky.
We are so in sync.
Mommy, look, a turtle!
Here, hold this.
I'm gonna punch you in the face!
But it's opposite day.
Oh no!
Oh no, I am not stepping on you. Do you ever get tired of being random? Me neither.
Hello everyone, welcome once again to the Brony Show, episode 359. I am your host, as always, here to bring you the fun and silliness and interesting intrigue of the Brony community, and also, unfortunately, some of the anger, but we'll get to that in a moment. Of course, I am your host, Circuit Main. But I'm not by myself here. No, I am joined by a wonderful cavalcade of panelists here to bring you all of their foresight, insight, quick wits, and random thoughts, especially the random thoughts of the Brony community. We, of course, have Deathlight Productions.
Hey.
Tech Stallion.
Yep.
Toakoi. Oh, he's not here, and he's muted. Perfect! And we also have Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
I exist.
And of course, we do got quite a bit to talk about because even though BronyCon is over and the show is starting to wrap up, it's not slowing anybody down. But we're gonna go ahead and get to that in just a moment. First, of course, I want to give us a chance to warm up our vocal cords and talk a little bit about our daily lives because I'm sure you guys are interested and intrigued by the little nuances and weird things that happen to us on a daily basis if we ever decide to step outside. And of course, we do that with a little segment of What's Up, Brony? So, what's up, Bronies?
I went to a convention.
He's back.
I noticed. Yeah, what's
Just a
convention?
local anime convention. And I finally found a picture of me and a good shot with my Hollow Knight cosplay I put in con chat.
Okay. And do anything else fun at the convention?
Well, I really didn't spend that much money at the convention. Did he at the local bar that's attached to the hotel, and I'm not much of a drinker, so I just had a non-alcoholic beverage and a good chicken sandwich with a little salad. It was very nice.
Valley, come on.
Everything about that hurt my soul.
Yeah, honestly. I didn't spend a lick of more money because I'm only here for the next 9 hours, and I don't want to spend a lot of money I don't got.
Yeah,
I probably do got more money than most, but I'm like, no, I'm not seeing anything that really catches my eyes. Ooh, Gundam, no, don't need it. I have enough stuff. At the moment.
You can never have too much stuff. But seriously, that's the one thing that threw me off. I mean, was this a one-day anime convention or what?
No, it's a 3-day. I just went one day because work. I work weekends and I work in the afternoon on Friday, mornings Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah. All right, fair enough. Okay, so anybody else have any other What's Up Bernie going on with them?
Well, I was in a podcast talking about Awakening, the classic where you got a space pony and all that stuff. One of the stories I helped edit, and we got the author in on it. So that was a good like 2 hours just talking to him, the story and stuff. So
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
that's nice.
Actually, wasn't I think I actually didn't Awakening actually manage to get a few books published?
You might have to check with the Traveling Pony Museum on that, or anywhere else.
Awakening is only one book right now, but he's working on a second book.
No, I'm thinking Stardust.
Yeah,
Yeah, but still, it looks pretty interesting. So I hope it does. I hope it does end up getting published or something.
it's a good story. I can't wait for him to do the other 7 books, but it's been like 2 years and he still hasn't finished the second book. He's like, I don't know if I'm gonna finish the other ones, but we'll have to wait and see about that.
Wow. Actually, here's something funny. I just looked up Awakening in FinFiction, and there's like, I'm not kidding. There's like 8 different stories that are titled Awakening.
That's kind of not too far off, you know. Everyone has a similar idea for a title that's striking in one word.
I get it, but I mean, I can understand that you get that one word that sounds intriguing. But if somebody's already taken it, maybe
Something else. And
break out the
this is an old
thesaurus a little
story.
bit. Yeah, this was
This is an old
2013.
story, too.
Yeah, 2013. If I saw the right one.
I just put it in.
Death linked it, so
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got Soul Citizen on the chat, and it was pretty cool. So.
All right. Well, that's definitely pretty awesome there. Anybody else have any other What's Up Bernie going on with them?
nah.
All right, I'd say that's a good jump off point here. Let's go ahead and get into a little bit of a kind of news, kind of a What's Up Brony going on with me here. First off, I do have plans to go to a local convention here in Salt Lake called Fan X. This shouldn't affect the show in any way outside of maybe I might phone in the show afterwards just because I might be exhausted. I don't know for certain. However, if there is anything pony related, I will definitely report on it. But just thought I'd throw that out there because I am somewhat excited for it because I do it every year and it's like the big Comic-Con that unfortunately can't be called Comic-Con anymore because San Diego Comic-Con has problems with letting people use words.
Actually, the Planet Con is still a thing here.
Right.
For now.
Anyway, but that's a whole nother kettle of fish. Not to jump into, but other than that, yeah, not much to talk about. Oh yeah, I forgot. I did make a pledge and a promise, and unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to keep it just yet. That I was going to start making my own art entries for our challenges of the week, and I had every intention of doing that. Unfortunately,
Life happened, didn't it?
last week a lot of life happened, both of my family members, a lot of things that had to happen around the house and in the house. In fact, we had our annual dumpster day. It's a really stupid thing where once a year they haul out these big dumpsters around the neighborhood. And that's our one and only time to get rid of the really, really big stuff that you either have to get a truck and drive it down to the dump in order to get rid of, or you hopefully put it on the front of your yard and hopefully somebody takes it because they want your trash more than you do.
Oh, I know of those days. Those are fun days.
It was fun indeed because unfortunately you basically have to jump on those dumpsters because everybody else will, and they will fill them the hell up. Case in point, we actually managed to get a hold of a dumpster that was recently dropped, and it was half full by the time we started throwing stuff into it. It was already over the top by the time we finished throwing stuff into it, and it only took us 45 minutes to get through our crap.
Wow, you guys have a lot of stuff.
We had a lot of cardboard boxes from moving in as well as getting furniture and stuff from the last few years. So yeah, we did have a surplus.
So I take it
did
you have some
break
borders
those
in
down,
your-
or did you just leave them as squares?
We didn't break them down. We just tossed them in as is. And what was the question you had?
I take it you have hoarders in your neighborhood.
I don't know about hoarders per se. I think it's just that we don't have any big garbage pickup days, so it's just really hard to get rid of really big stuff that doesn't fit in our normal trash cans. It's kind of the consequence of how they decided to do things, and it makes it a lot more difficult for people at times. Though I could kind of understand it at the same time, but it's still a pain. Anyway, let's go ahead and that's enough of that griping. But in any case, yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't able to do the art entry. I won't lie, I thought Coldust wasn't going to do the pre-show today. My hope was that, oh, he's not going to do the pre-show. And I already had all of my stuff, my time and stuff taken out of. In fact, right now I'm going through this video. You can see right here. This is the Getting Started in Source Filmmaker Beginner's Guide with Argo Demon. He started a series here. It's like a 2.5 hour video that I've been going through to try to learn how to animate in Source Filmmaker a little bit more. But I was planning on maybe doing an art stream just because there wasn't going to be a pre-show, or so I thought. And Coldust surprised me. So. Yeah.
Hey, don't count out Cole until he says, yeah, I can't.
He did say, yeah, he can't. And then he surprised us by saying, not on the day of, but he gave a week advance notice, and he kind of messed up his own schedule, as he mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so, yeah. So, my apologies. I wanted to do an art entry. I want to encourage you guys by also working on the same art, too. So, we all want to try to bring our creative sides out. But I couldn't this week. I apologize. I beg for forgiveness. But I will try my best to make it happen next week. Or this week.
There's no forgiveness.
I have all the forgiveness in the world.
So, but in any case, that is my little What's Up Brony, as well as some show news there. Let's go ahead and go on to the news proper. And we're going to jump right into the heavy stuff, because this last few days have gotten silly and bad. Really, really bad. Okay.
And for once, we can use the Austin Power clip of Blame the Dutch.
Well, we can, but let me hold on. I just realized we do not have the right restream embedded in. So if anybody does chat in our other chat rooms, we're not going to be able to see it. Give me a quick second here.
Mm-hmm.
Because I love you guys, and I want to be able to see I want everybody to see your words and your thoughts, so we can have it recorded forever. People will know exactly what you said, and there's no hiding. Anyway, moving on. Mm-hmm. So we're going to get into it. But yeah, as mentioned, the Dutch, or to be specific, the Netherlands, via Videoland, unfortunately dumped the entire Season 9, including the last few episodes. Now, here's the funny thing. It was found out earlier this morning that that half of them got pulled all of a sudden. It wasn't just an early jump to try to release. No, this was a leak. This was an accidental leak, which unfortunately has pretty much put everything, Twitter, Tumblr, Derpy Boru, anything where you could see images is now on high spoiler alert for the series finale, which is unfortunately a big problem if you're trying not to shotgun the whole thing and try to spread it out, which I'm trying to do. I think Suki's trying to do. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I think
well, yeah, pretty much. I mean, hell, I stream them every week, so why would I bother jumping ahead?
Exactly. I think pretty much everybody here is trying their best to just hold out and enjoy it as much as they can. So, seriously, 100% be careful. I already posted an announcement about this in Discord, but the streams, it unfortunately got leaked. There are screenshots out there. People are willing and eager to spoil it, but people are also jumping down their throats to kill them for it. So,
and then there's other stuff.
But we'll get to that. I just want to get to the first part here.
circuit. Well, I will say this on Derpy Baru. Remember, you can go in. You can apply the maximum spoiler filter, and hell, for me, I pretty much went in and, I mean, I just adjusted the maximum spoiler filter to where it was down to just the just the season 9 spoiler stuff.
Yep. And I did pretty much the same here. Though you can see on the Derpy Baru, even looking now, there's screenshots of all of the different episodes here. Of course, it's all spoilered. No worries. We don't have to put up a spoiler warning on this. But yeah, spoilers ahead. Spoilers ahoy. Make sure you watch yourself if you do not want to be spoiled. And I would actually recommend just kind of hiding away from Tumblr and Twitter and everything for at least a few days.
People are on Tumblr.
I am.
People are still on Tumblr. It's still got a surprising community, though it's not as thriving as it once was.
Yeah.
Yep.
But in any case, that is a heads up in regards to the episode. However, as I mentioned, these episodes are in Dutch, so it wasn't in English. So those of you who wanted to watch it unfortunately you have to watch it subtitled, unless of course you wait until Friday of next week when Australia is expected to dump the rest of season 9. So there's that as well. So either way, season 9 is going to be the rest of season 9 is going to be released in some form early. So you are going to have to watch yourself a little bit until the official English releases, if you so choose. However, I do want to remind anybody, if you are one of those people that just wants to finish it up and see how it all ends, I'm not going to stop you, but please, please remember that people want to wait. People want to enjoy this and savor as much as possible. Do not spoiler. Spoiler enforcement will be maximized. If anybody even hints, well, outside of a joking manner, of course, because I already made a horrible joke yesterday about it, but if anybody even...
And somehow it's relevant.
Don't. No. We're going to be quiet. In any
I
case...
didn't say the joke, though. I just...
Enough. But in any case, no spoilers. If you spoil, you will be immediately banhammered until the end of the season. There is no question on this. We will enforce the banhammer with extreme prejudice. And also a little bit of frivolity. But extreme prejudice. So, please, watch the spoilers. Speaking of which, unfortunately, because of the leak and that some people aren't able to understand, relax, confirm things, and they immediately fly off the handle and attack whoever they can reach because I don't know. I really don't. There has been an unfortunate incident regarding this with the show director, Jim Miller. Yeah, Big Jim Miller.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it looks like some people were very unhappy with both the early releases as well as how the show wrapped up, to the point where they have attacked, verbally abused, and even gave death threats to Big Jim.
Oh,
So much that he has at this moment, I believe he has closed off his Twitter. I don't know if he completely deleted it, but at the moment
No, he privated it.
He completely privated it for the time being, but this is still really, really messed up. I mean, because I can understand people being upset over this, but you're attacking a person that has absolutely no control over this. This is the Karen move, everybody. This is that person that screams at the cashier because somebody in upper management decided that they don't want to carry a pocket pickles anymore. You're screaming.
By the way, you mean Karen, not Karen.
I mean Karen. I mean exactly Karen. It's a term that is unfortunately being widely used for that person that immediately attacks anyone that they can for any slight, even though they have absolutely no control over this. And
and I only heard about this because I was looking around. Like a bunch of creators I follow was like, guys, just don't do this. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And found a link. I'm like, oh.
yeah. So now, as terrible as this is, this actually did open up the Brony community, the real Brony community's heart a lot. And right now there is a massive campaign to thank Big Jim Miller and the entire DHX crew for all of the work they did for 9 seasons, as well as Equestria Girls, with the hashtags of Thank You Jim and Thank You Big Jim. So I do want to encourage everybody here. I'm pretty sure nobody here is responsible for that kind of behavior. And I'm pretty sure everybody here wants to give these guys the biggest thanks they have for basically making this even possible. We wouldn't have even had the Brony community if it wasn't for the hard work that these guys pulled off.
Yeah, I was the one that brought this to Second's attention after it was in the OA chat.
Even though I was on Twitter and it pretty much pounded me like a freaking jackhammer seconds later, so it wouldn't exactly have gone unnoticed.
I know, but I at least got you in before you got blindsided.
Fair enough. So now that Toa's got his brownie points, he can go ahead and sit in the corner quietly for a moment. But yes, I do want to, if anybody out there has any kind of social media that they do like to use even for scant things, do the hashtag challenge of Thank You Big Jim and just let them know how you feel about all of the hard work they put into making this show and in making it so good enough that a huge community thrived from it. That is the one challenge I want to issue to everybody out here. Not even a Brony Show challenge. I'm calling it the being a real human being challenge. Anyway, so that's my sappy soapbox here. Let's go ahead and go on to more silly stuff.
Before we fully get off this, I wanted to add something.
Do you? Do you really?
Really?
Yes.
Okay, Toa, go ahead and add it, but if it's bad, I'm going to put you in the silent box.
I understand that you would do so anyway. Hey, basically, if you don't like how a show ends or how a series ends, you are perfectly able to, I don't know, write your own stuff how it should have ended. Look at the YouTube channel how it should have ended. Could do that. Don't have to be salty. Go, oh, that's not my ending. This is my ending. That is all.
I'm moving him to the lonely corner. He's not exactly wrong though. That is one thing you can do. If the ending isn't exactly up to your fitting, you can go ahead and write your own. Yeah, you could basically, you know what? I'm gonna have fun with this. You could do the OJ challenge. I didn't commit this. If I didn't commit this ending, but if I did, this is how I would have done it.
Yes.
Yes. If the show doesn't fit, you must have quit. Oh god.
For Fallout is basically anything past season 2 is not canon Fallout stuff, so it's fantastic for me.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, though. Every time we had a season break, we had a way of going, okay, this is how I think it should go.
Not all the time, but we
you
get
know what I mean, though.
we get the point, and we're getting caught up in this. Let's go ahead and move on.
Fair.
All right. So let's go on to silly, horrible things that we can make fun of. Flash Sentry is getting his own song in an upcoming Equestria Girls short.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. So how's that for a whiplash? So in all honesty, though, before we immediately start poo-pooing it, let's actually give it a listen when it does come out. It might be pretty good. It might be pretty decent. We also have to remember he did get friend zoned, so we don't have to worry about him stealing our Twaifu anymore. No, instead somebody else stole our Twaifu. So let's give Brad here a little bit of relief, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear world, what have I done?
Sorry, I don't know about you.
No,
Alice in the corner makes me happy.
Well, thank you, but no, I'm talking about there's another chat going on, and they're just having a little too much fun with the tool that we're going to be talking about here. But yeah, Flash Sentry will have his own song. I did make the joke. Be ready with your headphones or your earmuffs, Because it might be bad. It might be as bad as that pop song, which was terrible. But let's actually give it the benefit of a chance, and it might actually be pretty good. Will it involve his dog or Sunset? You know, that would be funny as hell if it did either, or I would love that.
Sorry, man. I don't love you. I love your dog.
All right, so another thing to point out here, because some people might be getting ready for the season finale as a normal, well, the series finale, the same way as the season, I wouldn't recommend it quite like that. Because it has been confirmed that the series finale is going to be a 2-part finale and then an epilogue episode after that.
Going all in, are they?
Yep.
So episode 24 and 25 is going to be the series finale, and 26 will actually be an epilogue about what happens afterwards. So we are going to get a bit of a setup of what happens after the end of all events. So so you want Toa. Toa, you don't have to interject and everything, but just real. So if you are planning a big party to watch both episodes of the series finale, you might want to plan it a day ahead, because the epilogue is actually going to be its own episode and the official 26th. So we are getting a little bit of a mix-up right near the end there.
Also,
so is it going to be 27 episodes?
No,
nope.
26.
It's 24 and 25 that are going to be the series finale, and 26 is the epilogue.
Oh.
Well, here's the thing. If we have a time skip, that's another way you can write fiction and how you could end the show.
DM12! God damn it! That's a spoiler!
Ban Hammer!
Or either that or he's messing with us, but seriously.
Oh, wait, he says, I love it if. Okay, no ban hammer. No
Oh,
ban
if.
hammer.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
Okay.
This is how edgy we're trying to be on this. I'm sorry.
No, this
DM12,
is how...
DM12, I'm so sorry. In fact, I'm so sorry. I'm going to let Toa Koi talk by himself for a minute to punish me. Alright, Toa, you have a...
we are on edge because we know there'll be jicks around. So that's why we're a little bit on edge. We apologize in the future if this seems silly.
You give the guy a minute and he takes 10 seconds.
Whoa.
I know, right? I am so sorry, DM12. I am really sorry. Oh boy.
I guess the question is, do we know, are they airing all 3 of those episodes on the same day, or are they literally going to do the 2 episodes and then leave us a week to wait for the epilogue?
I honestly don't know. I think it's going to be the 2 and then the week for the epilogue, but if anybody wants to try to math that out or figure it out, I'd be more than welcome.
Suki, what episode will air this week normally?
Well, shit. I don't know, because I don't have XSplit right in front of me, which is pretty much the only way I keep track of the numbers.
I know that feeling.
Because all I know is that every time I do a pony stream, I just have to tick that number up one.
All right, well, let's get back to better and happier and funner things, because we are really getting into the kind of a weird doldrums here, and I want to do happy things. So let's start off with Pony Anatomy Tutorials by DimFan. I know we've talked a lot actually, about doing art, creative stuff for the community, and especially art. And it looks like DimFan has gone above and beyond, creating a massive anatomy tutorial on how to do different pony things, such as horns, faces, eyes, including horns and hooves of changelings and things like that. There's a lot of stuff. Lot of stuff. It's all really well detailed, really well thought out, especially if you really want to get into the details of how the pony is going to look. So, yeah, I would honestly highly recommend it if you are interested in any way of doing pony art and you really want to take it to the next level.
Mm-hmm. Also, I did a quick check. We did episode 18. So, as long as we keep going on this, 19, 20, 21, 22...
Go ahead and keep counting to yourself. Let's go ahead and move on.
Well, okay, well,
okay,
22,
so...
Okay, well, 22 is listed for the 28th of September.
Okay, so it would be the 12th of October to the 19th if they split the last episode and 24 and 25. So, yeah. Right before my birthday. Oh, great.
Why not? Let's move on. Okay, so the comics. Of course, with the series ending, the comics are going to be our next official source for stories as well as interesting ideas and characters, which they already are. Check out the comics; they're a lot of fun. But they have announced the holiday special for 2019. Of course, this one is going to be released near the end of November, and I just really love this image. So I don't think it's the actual cover that they're going to be using for it, but I just love it so stupidly much. I have it framed and everything. But
It's Andy Price, isn't it?
It's Andy Price.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like Andy Price is doing the art with James Asmus and Trish Forstner doing the story. And the synopsis says thus: when Rarity is invited to 3 parties on Heartswarming Eve, one in Manhattan, one in Canterlot, and one at home in Ponyville, she is loath to miss out on any of the fun and decides that instead of deciding, she will just go to all 3. But between train rides, avalanches, and general distraction, the plan doesn't work out as well as she'd hoped.
Wait, isn't that the plot to Plane, Trains, and Automobiles?
Pretty much, yeah.
I thought Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, they were trying to get home for the holiday, not go to several different parties.
But they just keep getting sidetracked. That's part of the whole
wait,
thing.
what am I thinking? Wait, what am I thinking of? There was that There was that one movie where they basically did this. 4 Christmases. There was that one.
Yeah.
Okay, that one I'll buy.
I never actually watched that movie.
Oh God, what have I unleashed over there? Sorry.
What are you talking about?
Suki knows. I unleashed something horrible, and we'll probably end up having it. Alright, so yeah, there is a holiday comic, and I am definitely going to put my reserve down for it because I like comics, and I want to encourage them. Speaking of which, issue 84 has been revealed, along with a synopsis writer-author. Of course, this time we have Tony Kusisto as the artist. That's a new one. I don't recall that name. And Tom Zaller as the writer. It's exam time at the School of Friendship, and Ocellus has come up with an idea for a stellar project that's sure to impress all her teachers. A history of Equestria shown through her own unique changeling abilities. But as deadlines loom and Ocellus finds herself taking on a bit more than she can handle, it's up to Twilight Sparkle to help her young student realize that sometimes perfection is overrated.
This is coming from Twilight.
Hey, it takes one to know. It takes one to teach one.
I guess.
Still, it is nice to see that the Student 6 are also getting trickled into the comics now, outside of the special one that they just start, the Feats of Friendship that they're working on right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, also, Ocellus herself makes a lot of things awesomely possible. I mean, think about it. She's doing the entire history of Equestria. She has to change into other figures instead of costume changes.
Right. Moving on.
Moving right along.
Moving right along. Ashes of Equestria has released Wave 5.5. If you don't know what this is a Fallout Equestria game that has been in works for some time. We actually got a few of the earlier betas. This is their 5.5 update, which includes a whole bunch of new content, fixes to previous builds, graphical updates, visual quality improvements. So yeah, if you want to check it out and be able to play a little bit of Fallout Equestria in a game environment, it is now up, and they got 5.5 out now. You can download it as well as go to the itch.io page, which also has the game available, especially if you want to give them some money for doing some awesome work. We will definitely we'll definitely do a Let's Play of this sometime in the near future, along with about 50 other things that we gotta do.
Well,
definitely give them money. I know a couple people that work on that stuff, and it's really labor intensive. So.
Yeah, give them money. This is not easy work, and they deserve all they can get.
Well, boss, on the bright side, once the show itself is over and done, you have a lot more options to Let's Play stuff.
No, I don't. You see how crazy this community is? There's no way I'm going to catch up anymore.
Saturday goes whenever it goes on break or whenever we think it's gonna end. The community jumps back up into full production mode.
And they've been going at it like crazy. In fact, so much with Kerfuffle having her own 3D model in Source Filmmaker now. So now you can.
Oh god, the people that I follow. Oh, the fun.
So yeah, if you ever wanted to animate with a pony, that is not the right word. Why, Brain? Why are you trying to throw me under a bus?
But basically, if you want to animate with a disabled pony, why not?
Anyway, a pony with a prosthetic. If you ever want to do animation with a prosthetic pony, now you have the option.
Mm-hmm. And Suki, I don't want to know what your group's going to do with this.
Oh, I already got an idea, but it's fine.
They're gonna make it. They're gonna make a nice, clean animation that's a lot of fun and that people of all ages can enjoy. Right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Sure. Whatever doesn't get the lawyers on me.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and move on to to pony toys. It looks like Switzerland.
Rainbow Dash as a siren is very nice.
Yes, it is. Moving on. Switzerland is getting a pony toy line for McDonald's. So this could actually be the next pony toys that we get from McDonald's. Of course, we also have to remind people they have pony toys at Burger King if you are so inclined to grab them. I'm actually not sure if I want to or not at this point, to be honest. But
I'll keep you posted on the Mickey D's side.
But yeah, this is what they're getting out in Switzerland, and it looks like right now it's just the main 6, which is, I'm all for it because we have not had a single moment where this toy line had all main 6 available. It's always 5, 2 princesses, and a rando.
I mean,
I'm gonna check.
God, Applejack and her hat.
Applejack actually has her hat too. We finally done it, everybody. Applejack has her hat. We can officially retire from the Brony community happy that we finally got them to put on a hat.
We can end the show now.
Yes, we can end it now. We're gonna go ahead and end it now. We're gonna do Digimon now.
Yep.
All right.
Hey, Circuit. Digimon are the champions.
Yeah.
Of the digital world, after all, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
we gotta Digivolve them though. Okay, let's.
The last McDonald's toy run, we did have all the main 6 plus Starlight and Spike.
That doesn't count. Let's go ahead and move on.
Also, Applejack did have a hat in that, so hi-oh.
Moving right along.
We're moving Toa into the silent corners because he can't be. Moving on. Estate of Sugar has released their latest album, Waffle. Honestly, I was going to play this and I forgot to, so my bad there. We're already 45 minutes in, so if you're curious, go ahead and check it out. I already bought my copy. But yeah, State of Sugar is another compilation that does a lot of great music that it should be listened to. You really would enjoy it. It's a lot of fun.
38 songs.
38 songs, and you pay what you want, so you can pay $1 for all of this if you really wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So keep that in mind. All right, now we're going to go ahead and get to the thing that everybody is kind of going goo-goo over in another chat room, and why we haven't seen any of the equestrian flag stop in here. And I did this to myself. There is now a Pony Fusion Generator website.
Oh, that? Oh, wait, hold on.
It's
They
from
just
the
posted
Pokemon
something.
Fusion.
Oh my god!
So,
Oh, dear god, it is!
it's pretty much exactly what you think it is, and pretty simple to
Second, did you combine Lyra and Gummy yet?
No, but I think it looks like somebody already did.
Yep.
Oh dear God, I'm Gummy. Oh, what the hell? Maybe that's why I can have those deep, weird philosophical moments and other times not make any sense.
I do.
Okay, so yes, this pony generator is exactly what you think it is. You pick on the left the character that you want the model to be. Let's go with Queen Chrissy at this point. And on the right,
Yeah,
you
she can change
choose
a new one.
the coloring.
Yeah, it's pretty much exactly like the Pokemon one.
Pretty much, except you don't get any face swaps or pony molding. You just basically get. Oh, there it goes.
Color swaps.
Yeah,
You,
palette swap.
you get kind of a palette swap thing going on, but it's pretty much like the Pokemon one. But it's led the right now it's led the entire Equestrian flag stop to basically be posting nothing but these images. Oh my God!
What happened?
I'm just gonna let
Show
that.
us.
I am showing. I'm just gonna let that image speak for itself for a moment. But yeah, this is now what I'm dealing with. What I don't know what I've done.
Second.
I don't know what I've done
Second,
anymore.
I'm sorry for you, but at the same time, I'm like, they're gonna have fun with it.
Yeah. So if you really want to check it out, I do have it in the show notes. I have also linked it into our Discord in the lounge. So in all honesty, I should have put it in pics and gifs. So if you do, so anybody who's watching this and you're in our Discord, actually, you know what? I'm gonna do the smart thing here.
Mm-hmm. Well, also, remember, this has only up till, I believe, the end of season 2, if not season 3.
Well, the thing is that they can easily add in more as they go. It's not in fact, if anything, this is kind of how the Pokemon one started. They only had 60 different Pokemon to start, and it just kept expanding as it went.
Yeah, but it's also a thing of whoever's doing this, they have a lot of things.
By the way, if anybody is some people are probably curious what happens if you do the same character in both slots.
By the way, that's Spike Luna.
You get the Cthulhu version essentially.
Oh.
In fact, so much that I do have to thank Creature for this one. We found out about this, and he immediately right to work for our Twi-Thulu episode if it ever happens.
Okay, so yeah, just put a negative version of them.
Oh,
yeah.
No, wait. Is that really Twi-Fulu or?
We're calling it Twi-Thulu for the moment because that's kind of.
I'm saying, is that really her or is that just like Gummy's palette over it?
No, it's literally Twi-Thulu. This is exactly how we found out that this was a thing.
Okay. Well, I was asking because right.
But it's not actually it's not Cthulhu-ish. I think it's actually more like it was an old internet trend. What was it like Diallo? I don't recall what.
Diaglo or whatever.
I don't recall what it is. This is like some sort of weird Zalgo.
Yeah, I think I've heard of that in very much passing.
But yeah, you can also just go random if you. That works surprisingly well for Diamond. Anyway, so yeah, we got that, and we did put it into our picks and gifts in our Discord chat. If you do want a link to the Discord chat, let us know and we can generate it for you so you can join us in our Discord community. However, that also we're actually going to move on here because we spent too much time. But that is it for the news here. Let's go ahead and get on to content creation. Unfortunately, as I mentioned, I goofed up. I didn't get a chance to get in my stuff made. But our writing and art challenge did get a few writings and arts of ponies suffering in heat with a protest initiative challenge of a daisy sandwich. Of course, I say the protest initiative challenge because I don't know if Cold Dust will be willing to pull away and talk about it.
He is fully submerged.
Exactly.
No, he is not submerged. He emerged out and went, here's the challenge, and went back in.
Did he?
Not yet, but...
Alright, so... Yeah,
Justin, I am an idiot.
Nothing
You are
new.
not an
Please
idiot.
continue.
This just in, nothing new has happened today. All right, the art challenge for this week is to draw Lemmy.
Lemmy?
Lemmy.
Wait.
Oh, the combination of Lyra and Gummy. Ah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know, circuit.
Oh God.
okay. My brain went first to Lemmy Kilmeister of Motorhead. So
Where's
And
Yeah,
mine
me
went to
too.
Mario.
on fire in the tank, becoming Link.
All right, I will get a link to Lemmy. Actually, it's probably in the
So-
lounge, isn't it, or
Yep.
the pics?
Lemmy, the
No,
female
It's in
version.
the lounge. It's in the lounge. So draw Lemmy, or alternatively a female circuit, which is basically the same. Do
Yep.
it, please. Yeah.
Second, this is why I have a very much a blue color palette that is a bad pony.
Right, do not doubt that. So we already got our next week's protest, but let's go ahead and jump into what we did get for the content creation for this week. Because we have quite a few entries, including Ponyman64, who jumped immediately on and wrote a quick, short story, very short, the same day.
That we issued it, which is wow, good job.
So let's go ahead and read the short story here real fast. The sun beat down on the two ponies as they slowly trotted across the empty field. With the blazing heat, it might as well have been a desert thanks to Rainbow Dash blowing up the weather factory. This is it, Heavy. We've just got to keep sweating until there's nothing left, said Vinyl. Just keep walking. It's not much further, said Octavia. A few minutes later, Octavia spoke again. Do you want the last tasty sandwich? No. I feel like I might throw up. They kept walking until they came to a drinking fountain next to a buckball field. They took turns gulping down water. Well, that's a little better, said Octavia. Not much further now. They continued on.
Oh, come on, darling. You gotta do a little bit better than that.
What do you want from me? I'm trying not to kill my voice too much right now.
Oh, come
Also,
on.
second,
It's
there-
not
there
that
are
hard
two-
to grasp.
There are now 2 ways we can make you in that generator.
I'm pretty sure there's going to be 10 by the time we're done here, but let's go ahead. We do have a couple of art entries. Of course, we have Toakoi, who once again boasts feather flu causes heat wave. Basically, Toakoi is apparently now the weather robot. And while I'm watching in bitter distaste and enjoying a daisy sandwich.
How dare you?
How
And yes, I
dare
did
you?
try to make the sun from Mario 3. I didn't really have reference, I just went with it.
Alright. Alright, so, yep, that's the Toakoi entry. And, let's see. And in all honesty, actually the other entries we have here aren't exactly theme related, but they are still pretty cool, so we're going to show them off anyway, because I like awesome, cool work like that. Starting off with Night Song here. From Deatheye Productions.
Yeah. We were doing a cooldown RP because we just gone through like a massive boss battle, so like, you see a TV. Well, what does it do? Fiddle with it and find out. You get sucked in. Okay.
So when did you get your persona?
I was gonna say the only thing I could think of with that was stick your hand in the TV, do it.
But yeah, and after like at the very end of it, I'm like, you guys do realize you tried to kill the radio star.
Oh.
Ah.
Because my character, she was a radio DJ before the world blew apart for her. So.
Alright.
That's a very good reference.
Along with that, we also have a Toakoi art entry of apparently Gilda's daughter, done with well, let Toa explain it because
Basically, you know how we joke about vaguely being Gilda's his lover, and why she has a daughter? Family pick.
well, there you go. And along,
I didn't know we were insinuating that he was the father of Twitter twat.
Okay.
Well, we are now.
Also, second, Cole, we found out that Griffin's actually called Gavin.
That's wrong. It's Twitter twat.
We're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with Twitter twat because we can.
Twitter twat. It is. That's my answer. I'm sticking to it.
All right. Along with that, we also have a cheapified character.
Death.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, cheapified character of deaths, but it's still fun and cute. So while we're doing that, I'm going to give full points over to Ponyman, who literally wrote up a quick story right as we gave the challenge.
Yeah, I'm not arguing with that.
And with that, I'd like to thank everybody for throwing in their art entries, whether it was part of the challenge of the week or just random art, which either case, I love them both. It's really a lot of fun. And I really love showing it off because you guys have a lot of talent which I really wanted to show off. So next week's challenge is going to be... Yeah, I just completely drew an utter blank.
Ooh, yeah, draw blank.
Music covers? I don't know.
Actually, music covers would be a really good challenge. Find a
There's
song
so much
and
good
make a cover
art
of
from
it.
the 80s. Like, have you looked at those vinyl disc covers?
You know what? I do like that. So, you know what? We're going to do it. So, the challenge of the week is music covers. Whether it's following an album cover from the 1980s or the 70s, or maybe you're trying to do a spoofy one like Weird Al does with his CD covers. A lot of art and a lot of interesting thought is put into covers for music CDs and music DVDs and music albums and music vinyl tapes and music records, and you get the point. So we want to see.
Man, you should be the one writing the protest initiative challenges. Jeez, that was really.
I know. Even
I have my golden moments.
Yeah, he has his golden moments, and we're gonna take it for all it's worth. So that is the protest initiative challenge, and this took a lot longer than I expected.
That's the protest initiative challenge?
No, it is not. No.
One.
That's the normal one. The protest one is female circuit or Limi.
Link.
No,
Look at
Limi.
me, I'm a pro. I just gave you the art. I just gave you art for it too. So.
Not Limi. It's Limi, as in Limi alone. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, here's a quick idea. Here's a quick album art, though. There's so many options that you can't. It's impossible not to find any.
Oh, are you using the one that I referenced, or?
Yeah, really. Yeah, just the one you referenced real fast.